Hey guys, it's the Real China Sister, and today I'm going to be giving you guys some cheap ways to eat in New York City. I'm doing this video in follow-up to my How to Budget in New York City video because a lot of people, along with living in New York City where it can be expensive, a lot of people also feel like it's very expensive to eat, in New York City. But there are a lot of ways to eat cheap in New York, so I'm about to give you some ways how to do that. So I'm doing this video, I'm going to give you 6 ways to eat cheap in New York City. The first way I'm going to tell you to eat cheap in New York City is the very basic way. Hello, our pizza. Everybody knows New York City has the best pizza. You can literally find dollar pizza anywhere in New York City. Now, some places I would recommend is there's a place called Dollar Pizza on 6th Avenue, if you're in Manhattan. And they also have this place called 99-cent Fresh Pizza that's on 43rd Street. But literally, you can walk anywhere in New York and you will find pizza for $1. That's mad cheap. You're getting good food and at a cheap rate. Why not? The second way I'm going to tell you guys to eat cheap in New York City is hot dogs. Once again, another thing you will find everywhere in New York City. There's always a hot dog stand. You're going to spend $1 to $3 on a hot dog. Like, that's mad cheap. Who doesn't like hot dogs? The third way I'm going to tell you guys to eat cheap in New York City are the delis. There are literally delis also everywhere in New York City. You can go and they'll have a buffet. They'll have bagels in there. They'll have breakfast sandwiches sometimes. They'll have all these different things that you can choose from. And at least when you go to a deli and it has a buffet, you're saying how much food you're putting in. And, when they weigh it, therefore, you're kind of in charge of your own pricing. The fourth way I'm going to tell you guys you can eat cheap in New York City are the bodegas. Now, bodegas are a little smaller than a deli. Some may also say the bodegas are cheaper than some delis. There are some delis that are actually really expensive. So, if you're looking for something that's not as expensive, you can go to a bodega. You can get a breakfast sandwich from a bodega where you will find New York's famous bacon, egg, and cheese. You can get a bagel. You can get all these different things. There in the bodega, you can also get bagels. You can also get sandwiches. Sometimes they have like chicken tenders and specials and things like that in there you can get. And it's for cheap a lot of the time. The fifth way I'm going to tell you guys to eat for cheap in New York City is Chinese food. Me personally, I love Chinese food. I definitely consider Chinese food a way to eat cheap in New York City. You can get all kind of things at a Chinese restaurant depending on where you are and stuff like that. The sixth and final place I'm going to tell you guys where you can eat for cheap in New York City is Chinatown. Now, that might sound strange to some of you guys, but there are a lot of small marketplaces in Chinatown where you can get like a bunch of foods like for a very low price. Some of the foods might be a little strange to some people, but there are a lot of good foods you can find in Chinatown. Like, I'll tell you, there's this one place in Chinatown called Wat Fung, and you can get a lunchbox there for like $4.25. You get the choice of a meat and rice together. You get white rice, and then you get the choice between 2 meats, I think it is. The last time I was there, the choices was like one was roast chicken and one was roast pork. So those are my 6 ways for you guys to eat cheap in New York City. I'm sure there are places that I haven't named, but there are places to eat for cheap in New York City. Like, everything is not just super expensive all the time. You just have to look and do your homework. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe, and comment below. Maybe there's some places I didn't talk about in this video that you can eat for cheap in New York City. Let your girl know because I'm out here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys soon.